to Radio Iowa.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to KROS. It's 9:35, and coming up, we will have Wheel and Deal for you in just a little bit. But as promised earlier today, you heard Gary mention that we were going to have some folks in from the Victory Center to talk about the great Thanksgiving dinner that's going to be coming up in just a couple of weeks. So joining me in studio, we've got Fidel Henderson, and we also have a special guest, if you want to introduce him there.
Yeah, I am Fidel Henderson, and I got Ron McKinney with us. He's our resident manager over at the Victory Center. He's a guy that's life's been transformed, and he's the one that's spearheading our food menu here at the Victory Center for this great Thanksgiving banquet. Say hello, everybody, to Ron.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, Ron, and it's a pleasure having you here in studio, and we'll look forward to talking to you about what you'll be doing here for the big banquet. But we'll just kick off with Fidel real quick and mention, most folks I think in the area are familiar with your big Thanksgiving banquet, but just to kind of give us an overview for those folks that may not know.
Yeah, Victory Center has been putting this banquet on for 36 years. 36 years. We minus one. The first year we did it at the Women's Home, what is known as Women's Home today. But that's where the Victory Center initially started, and only a few people came out. But so they decided to regroup and then take a year off, and then we, been going ever since. So Pastor Ray has established this menu, this venue, and for the community. It's all about the poor and the needy, and that's what we established this banquet for. The Bible says to throw a banquet and invite the poor, and that's exactly what we're doing with this great Thanksgiving banquet.
And that, of course, is usually the day before Thanksgiving, so this year it'll be on Wednesday the 27th.
That is correct. Wednesday the 27th at the Clinton High School at the Your Gymnasium. And the start time is at 6:30. And, it'll be a little different because they're doing some remodeling out there at the high school. So we'll have people out there guiding people where to come into the building. So it'll be a little different this year, but with the signs and everything, we believe it'll still be a smooth transition.
And I know that in addition to obviously serving a meal, there are other activities that go on as well, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. So at the Great Thanksgiving Banquet, we love it. So we're going to be giving away cash donations. These are generous donors give us food items and monies and gift certificates to give away for this Great Thanksgiving Banquet. So there'll be a gift certificate. One of them will be for a hotel stay and a night, with a couple, so a married couple could win this, and they could stay at a hotel for a night, and then they get treated well there. And then we have some cash prizes that we're going to be giving away. Like a donor gives away, $1,000 we'll be giving away, and in different increments. And then we have the guess the cart game, where people guess the cart and how much the cart costs. And last year we had somebody guess was so close to both carts, they ended up winning both of them. So it was a lot of fun. And then we had we have a bouncy house down below for the children to enjoy, and some games down there for them to play. So it's really a family affair. It's a one-time where the community comes out and get together. And, for 36 years without any incidences. And it's just a lovely night where we all can just love up on one another and take and look out for one another.
And one of the things that I've always liked about it is, in addition to obviously the folks that are in the most need, that it gives them an opportunity to have a Thanksgiving dinner, but then members of the community come out and they get to meet those people.
Yeah, and we have our, leaders, and this year we're going to have the Rotary, some members from the Rotary Club will be there, and those different businesses, representation, Mercy Hospital, and the police department, and several others, though I didn't mention their names, they'll be there, and, we always have a good turnout with volunteers, so it's wonderful time for, like you said, the community to come together and see, meet some of these prominent business people in our communities, and as they talk to the hurting and see how they can offer some type of help, along the way. So it's a good time.
Well, let's bring Ron into the conversation because, of course, you mentioned he is your manager and will be responsible for the turkeys then, the cooking and all that.
Right. Yeah.
So, Ron, let's talk turkey.
Okay.
There's going to be a lot of turkey cooked. Tell us how that you manage to do that each year, because I'm sure it's a complicated thing that you've broken down into, made it a simpler system.
It can be complicated, but I try to simplify things.
Yeah.
We cook the turkeys ahead of time, debone them,
Okay.
and get them all portioned out. You know, it's a process. It's a slow process, but it's a fair process because it's for a good cause.
Yes, and you probably have to start then well in advance. But in addition to the turkey, then there are lots of other fixins that'll be part of just a traditional Thanksgiving meal. So what else do folks going to get to eat then?
We're gonna have turkey, sweet potatoes, potatoes and gravy, corn, and green beans with a dinner roll.
Okay, so that's, boy, I'm getting hungry already just thinking about it. Because, you look outside, the trees, the leaves are off the trees, and it's cold as in the air, and you're thinking, it's just that time of year I got to have Thanksgiving, turkey.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah.
man, my stomach started growling. Talking about, Thanksgiving, and the turkeys. And we also get some help from a group we call them the Turkey Ladies.
Okay.
And they debone and prepare pounds of turkey as well to help us out for the Turkey Ladies. So Turkey Ladies in Erie, we thank you for your service.
We thank you.
Now, obviously, there's a need to get turkeys, and I know last year, and it's interesting, when Ray came in last year at this time and did a grapevine, and he said, boy, we're really in need of turkeys, and I know when I come on KROS and do a grapevine, then we get the donations. And so how's donations of turkeys look for you guys? Are you in desperate need?
Yes, we are. We're in desperate need right now. Our I would say our projected number would be like 150. At this point in time, right now, we're about 65. So we
Okay.
definitely need turkeys, and we need canned sweet potatoes and canned green beans would be a great donation.
Okay, so good. So if folks out there listening can do that, you'd appreciate it. And anybody that wants to make a donation, how would they go about that?
Okay, so there's a couple different ways you can do a donation. If it's a financial donation, you can either go online to our website or come into the Victory Center at 516 9th Avenue South, and we'll go ahead and take care of that if you bring it in physically, or you can mail it in to P.O. Box 1694, Clinton, Iowa 52732. That's a financial aspect of it, or you can go over to 505 9th Avenue South, and that's also the location at 505 9th Avenue South, where you can bring turkeys, green beans, and
Sweet potatoes.
the sweet potatoes as well.
Now, looking at the flyer here that I know Ray put out that says cannot be done without volunteers. So how does that look for you? Do you still need volunteers to help out?
Yeah, we always need volunteers. So if you feel the urge, want to participate in this from a volunteer standpoint, get a hold of us at 563-242-9016. Again, that's 563-242-9016. And just tell the receptionist that you'd be like to be added to the Thanksgiving list, and we'll get you added. And we'll ask if you have a party or how many participants that you would like to add with your party, and we'll get you signed up.
So Ron, in addition to the cooking of everything, when that kind of gets done and all the food's prepared, then do you get to just kick back and relax, or are you keep busy because then there's the cleanup and there's everything else to take care of?
It's a full day's process.
Yeah.
But what I like to do, I like to sit back and just kind of gaze over the crowd and see the smiles on the faces.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, that's always with the photographer. We're gonna have 3 different photographers this year, so we're gonna get a lot of good shots. Because I love watching the video package that we end up putting together every year. We put together this photo package of this event because we're talking about 700 to 1,000 people in one place at one time, laughing, joking, smiling, just having a great time.
Correct.
And you just, man, and to see this without, they're not under the influence of anything,
Right.
other than
But
joy. Joy,
Yes.
and the Bible tells us joy of the Lord is our strength. So,
Amen.
I just love it. I really do. And I encourage, if you've never been out to this event, all are welcome. Anybody can come. You just come. I encourage you to, if you have the time available, swing by Wednesday, November 27th at 6:30. Swing by, and just take a peek in and, and stay
Enjoy
a
a
while.
good meal.
Stay a while and enjoy a nice meal and some fellowship with your neighbors.
All right. Well, that's a great note to end on. So again, Ron and Fidel, thanks for being our guests today and telling us all about, again, the great Thanksgiving banquet. Again, it's on Wednesday. Gets started at 6:30, and it's over at Clinton High School Gymnasium there.
That is correct.
All
Thank
right.
you for having
Well,
us.
Yeah.
you
Thanks
bet.
for having us. And God bless everybody.
God bless.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. And that's going to wrap things up on that. So we've got our Wheel and Deal show coming up in just a minute. Stick around for that. It's time now on today's Wheel and Deal.